Oh, I went on to a YouTube video the other day, and it was called Anti-Gravity. That's it. Capital A anti, capital G gravity, with a space in between it. And it's loaded on there by Stephen182, and he's getting an awful lot of video watches on it. It's got 81,000 video watches. And I just wanted to highlight that he'd made a mistake in labelling the video, so I came onto the video comment section, and I left this comment. Idiots, it starts, and I like to say idiots. You're working on a device that stops gravity, because obviously he's put anti-gravity, so I've put after that anti-gravity, antichrist question, asking him if he's working on antichrist kind of stuff. How about this one for size? So I'm going to offer him a new suggestion for not anti-gravity, but what I think he should be working on. SGD or SGE or SGM. And I offer an explanation for the SG, which is self-gravitating, and then tend to fill in the blanks. And I go further to tell him that if you attempt to stop gravity, you'll be able to destroy our own star or sun. So really it's just a weapon. Anti-something is a weapon. So anti-gravity is a good weapon, but bad for travelling. It's bad for travelling, it's good for a weapon. You anti-gravity lads are stupid. Saying, yeah, I can make a spacecraft that antis gravities must be idiots. Microgravities in space, that's nothing to anti-against. I hope you got some kind of understanding. I have to put it into like a few words, because you only get a few words on these comments. And then this bloke's obviously come down, read all these comments, and a different bloke has named himself SJF, that's Sierra Juliet Foxtrot 91. That's his YouTube name. And 9 hours ago, he's put a comment on this. He obviously read my comment and he goes, "You're a paranoid schizophrenic moron." That's extremely constructive, isn't it? So I've just replied to him, and the way YouTube organises these things, oh, it isn't 6 words itself out right. Okay, so I've put, actually I'm not, in response to a paranoid schizophrenic, and then I've put further, I've proved that statement to be wrong, completely wrong, yesterday down at a police station here in the UK, as I went down to a police station yesterday after an altercation. I think personally, like many people, I think personally, like many people seem to, you're crying out for help and are actually a paranoid schizophrenic yourself, Mr. SJF91. What kind of paranoid name is that? What kind of paranoid name is that supposed to represent? Question mark. Paranoid people tend not to make videos like mine. So I went and looked onto his video site just before I left this comment, and I looked at his videos and realised that he's just a child, and he's 19 years old, and he's got cartoon style computer games as videos. So then I put, and looking at your videos, you have no creativity at all, and you're still a child. Maybe you're attacking me through ignorance. And then that was the end of that comment. I had to take some spaces out and pull my words together to get that amount in. And that's just a short version of what I wanted to say back to it, but I wanted it on YouTube so other people could read it. So then I put a second comment 5 minutes later, because it took me 5 minutes to do that. I went in and did a bit of research on his website and what have you, and had a look at stuff he's put on, and had a bit of a read about him. Came back, finished off that comment, and then put another comment on. And underneath my comment there's another comment from a bloke calling himself Pumpkin1NG1315, and his comment was, "It's cool but obviously not anti-gravity." So I've put, like Pumpkin1NG131, who left the comment below, I think the toy here is cool. I think the person who named the video should learn a bit more about stuff before naming things. Thus, idiots, referring back to my initial comment, which I said, idiots, you're working on anti-gravity, that's antichrist, right? So idiots were there, right? Then I've gone, furthermore, I offered a solution to naming things and a direction to move in. As in, my first comment, I offered a solution and a direction to move in. I offered a selection to move in, direction to move in. I hope Stephen182 has listened and moved in a new direction. Going from my first comment. At any time you can rename videos and edit them, and maybe he will now. Put a question mark on it. I'll come back, and if I can in a couple of weeks' time, I'll come back and see if he has or not. I would call the magnetic levitation toy, and you may agree, a magnetic. I would call it a magnetic levitation toy. You may agree now. If not, oh well, carry on dreaming. Now, I think what I've written is absolutely fair, although I've been a little bit aggressive by going idiot just to start off with, right there, and that completely confuses people, which is really good. And when someone comes up to you in your face and goes rah, and you've got to listen to them, it's extremely difficult, and I'm pretty good at doing it. Very good at doing it, and paranoid schizophrenics aren't very good at doing it. I was down at the police station yesterday, and I had lots of things going on in the police station when I was trying to make a statement, and the police were mistreating me as well. I was trying to read my statement that I'd just made in a quiet room, and they kept on coming into the room, taking the statement, running out, coming back in, putting it in front of me, coming in, trying to read it to me. Just let me have the statement, please, and blah blah blah. I was going like, staying calm, and finally, after about 6 hours down there, I was allowed to make a statement, read through it, highlight the things that I didn't understand, get a police officer to go through it with me, and then sign it. And that's not the actions of a paranoid schizophrenic. And I think this bloke SJF91, if he's not a childish cretin moron, paranoid schizophrenic moron, then he's just a complete moron, and the bloke needs some help. So someone in America, find out who this SJF91 is and go and give him some help, please. Thank you.